What's good, my peeps? Big Ruckus here, back at you again. We've got another action figure review for you guys, this time courtesy of Hasbro Marvel Legends, and you see what it is. Finally, we can continue with our reviews for the Marvel's controller Build-A-Figure wave. We've already reviewed Iron Man Model 70 and Speedball, because those were the only two that were released, and I'm talking about straight piecemeal. One came from one outlet and the other came from another, but now that's all said and done because I managed to get the case, so I'll be able to knock these off for you guys. So what we have here is Blue Marvel, Dr. Adam Brashear himself, and you see the packaging. We're still with the window packaging for now, but it's a dying breed, as I'm sure all of you know by now. So take these last few looks and enjoy. So you see what it is. You see the Build-A-Figure in there. You see the accessories, and you see down below on the red band, Blue Marvel. The side, we've got some artwork there of Dr. Brashear as the Blue Marvel, and of course we've got more of that artwork in the back. And we also have below, we've got the controller, and you see all the figures in the wave that's needed to build the controller. Iron Man is unnecessary. We have Thor. Of course, we've got Blue Marvel, we've got Madam Hydra, Speedball, Quake, and U.S. Agent. We've got the read-up, which is Adam Brashear has overcome evils large and small as the Blue Marvel, a super adventurer and genius scientist who tackles the universe's most complex problems. Yes, and he's part of the, or was part of the team known as the Ultimates. It was like an offshoot branch of the Avengers. And it consisted of Dr. Brashear himself, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers was in there. You also had America Chavez. She was part of the crew. Also Jim Rose, aka War Machine, Jennifer Walters, the She-Hulk, and it was led by T'Challa, Prince T'Challa, King T'Challa, the Black Panther. So more of that artwork, and then here we have the front. Like I said, take a look at that packaging, because we don't know when we will no longer see them. We kind of sort of do. Definitely 2023 will be done. So enjoy. Anyway, let's get into this review. Before we do that though, like, share, subscribe to this video, and to this channel I should say. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, so that's enough for housekeeping for now. Let's get into it. Blue Marvel comes with the left leg to build the controller, and it's been so long you guys probably forgot that Speedball, who we reviewed, I guess it's been a couple months ago now, came with the torso. So we've got 2 parts down. Blue Marvel also comes with an additional set of hands. His right hand is a kind of a trigger finger hand, and his left hand is a grasping hand of sorts, and it's painted white, to represent his gloves. And finally, Blue Marvel comes with these Powerball Effects. We've seen these before, but I believe this is the first time we've seen them in this kind of color. So it does look pretty cool, translucent blue, and it is nice, but like I said, we have seen these before. Here we have Blue Marvel on our rotating base, giving you a 360-degree view of the figure. First glance, I'm liking what I'm seeing. This is Dr. Brashear's more modern look. He has, when he was first introduced, he looked more super heroic with the cape. He wore a cape, and he had a helmet that was reminiscent of DC's Dr. Fate. And as you can see, we've got a more modern take. Actually, this is almost a throwback, if you think about it, to the 90s, where they were always wearing these vests or jackets. So pretty cool right there. Let's get them off the stand so we can get a closer look at the details on our Dr. Adam Brashear, aka Blue Marvel. So here we've got Blue Marvel up close, so we can see, starting with that head sculpt, looking very nice. The Doc is looking pretty stern right there. The digital printing that they're using on the comic-based figures are just straight excellent. One thing they did miss out on, talking about Hasbro, Dr. Brashear has got the gray temples, a la Reed Richards, and he's looking very spry here. I ain't mad at you, Doc, but other than that, I mean, it looks nice. His face looks good. All of the details for his eyes look pretty fine, and everything else pretty cool. As far as the rest of them, the figure is molded in a kind of grayish blue, if you will, and the vest is molded in a slightly darker blue, and it's got the white highlights. As far as the arms are molded in a dark blue. And I believe the upper torso, the chest area here, is painted, and the same color as these arms. They came out pretty decent, considering that a lot of times paint doesn't match up with plastic. But we're looking good here. You've got the white lines. Mine on my right arm, there's some smudging going on, but nothing too bad. See, the line work goes down. You get that when you paint a light color over a dark plastic. So this happens with whites, with yellows. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And then you've got there on the wrists, and then the white gloves, of course, painted white. And then you have the same thing going on the left side there. And once again, you've got some smudgery going on. Like I said, you know, when you paint white over dark, that's what you're going to get. So, but it still looks good. His belt is molded in a black. The buckle, I try to get it on an angle so maybe you can see it. Hopefully it translates well. I can't really tell on my viewfinder, but the buckle is painted a gunmetal gray there, so that's a nice touch. And that's really all you get as far as the belt is concerned. Then you get more of that. The legs molded in that blue, and the boots, which are nice, are molded in black. They've got the bands to tie them up, but you really can't discern too well. I mean, the detail is there. It'd be nice if they were a different color so you can actually see the shoestrings there. And then, of course, you've got the boots down there. So, looking pretty cool there as far as his articulation. His head is on a ball hinge, so he can look up that far, which is great since he is a flyer. He can look down that far, which is cool. He has the very slightest bit of attitude, but he's not that type of cat anyway. And, of course, he could rotate his head. He could do 360, but the collar gets in the way. But that's cool. He does it enough. As far as his arms, his shoulders, he can get them out to close to 90. You've got the 360 rotation. He's got double jointed, he's got a swiveling bicep and double jointed elbows. They are pinned. Unfortunately, I'm starting to become a little dismayed. We still keep popping up with pinned elbows and knees, but it is what it is. Then, of course, we've got on the wrist, we've got the swivel and the horizontal hinge. Dr. Brashear has a very nice ab crunch. He can get down that far and go back that far, so that really helps to assist with flying. And he's got a waist swivel. As far as his hips, they go out just that much. He can kick beyond 90, so that's cool, but he conversely doesn't get anything going back. He's got the thigh cut, double jointed pinned knees, but you're only going to get about that much right there. He's got a cut at the top of his boot. He can point his toe that far forward, that far up. He's got a very generous ankle pivot, and of course He's got holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Here's Dr. Bashir with his Powerball Effects. Like I said, this color, this blue translucent color really looks good for these Powerball Effects. You know, we get our effects over and over again, but sometimes the color changes, they basically nullify our frustration with getting the same things over. And just a quick peek a little bit closer up with those effects. Here we have Dr. Bashir next to fellow Ultimate and leader of the team, T'Challa, the Black Panther. And boy, do we need to get a redo of Black Panther on that new Vulcan body. And here's Dr. Bashir with the first two figures that we reviewed in this wave, because they were the only ones we had gotten. The Model 70 Iron Man, or the modern take on him, and of course Speedball. And yeah, you see it, don't try to ignore it. You see the bubbles, courtesy of Can of Beams, third-party effects, y'all, I keep telling you. So to sum it all up, the Marvel Legends Controller Wave Blue Marvel, definitely a welcome addition to my collection. I do think that even though he looks good, he probably could have been on a bigger buck. He's a pretty tall and buff guy, 6'4", and it would be more, I think, you know what I'm saying, you know, evident about how powerful he is. He should have been on maybe the buck that the upcoming Sentry is on, you know, something like that. I think that would have served well. It looks good on that Sentry. I don't have it, of course, it's not out yet, but probably do a comparison when I finally acquire Mr. Robert Reynolds. But other than that, looks very good. I love the costume, the modern take. The head sculpt is nice, even though he's missing his white, his gray temples. Other than that, he still looks great. And the effects that he comes with, we've seen them before, the blue power balls, or the power balls, but now this time they're blue, translucent blue, and they look great. He comes with an additional set of hands, which I'm sporting one now, with the third-party power effect, once again courtesy of Can of Beams. Thank you very much. And yeah, he looks very, very nice. And so that's now 3 knocked out of the controller way. Who would have ever thought? Anyhow, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments below, questions, concerns, critiques, whatever you have. Let me have it. I'm here for it. And if you want to be notified when I upload another video, smash the bell, and that will happen for you. Until the next time, my peeps, it's your Nuck, a Big Ruck D's. The Ruck is home and coming at you, saying, the hunt continues. And I'm out. Peace.